It's Wednesday here on The Sofa, so we're talking all things a movie, and today's movie is Run, Lola Run. So we're going back to 1998 to watch the German subtitled film, and it starts a discussion of how would we make 20 grand in 20 minutes. As well as that, someone else is in the box office today. Lots of weird stuff going on right here on The Sofa. Run, Lola, Run. Ben, synopsis to get us started.
A woman has 20 minutes to find 100,000 marks to stop her boyfriend from being killed.
That's the synopsis, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah.
Bang on.
So it seems a relatively, at the start...
Simple premise.
Yep. The energy of the film is what you get, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's super heightened. You know it's not going to be very long. Let me look at it. And basically, the top of the film is there's a deal that goes wrong. The boyfriend's on the phone box. Yeah, to his girlfriend. I've been robbed. He leaves 100,000 marks, which I think is about £84,000.
Okay, yep.
Ish.
Yep. So a decent chunk of money. He leaves it on the subway, doesn't he? Because he sees the police and he thinks he's going to get caught, so he tries to leave the bag.
Bag gets nicked.
Yep.
He then knows he's got to meet
the gangsters to pay them their money, and they're going to kill him because he's not got the money.
He's not got the money. So he rings his girlfriend and says, I need Lola. He rings Lola. Manny rings Lola and says, I need 100,000 marks. You've got to help me out. I mean,
it's about just under. It's somewhere between 33.5 and 34,000 pounds.
Oh, I was wrong.
Less.
I was way less. I was wrong. So 30. So actually, doable.
30 grand. Well, it's an interesting thing because I've got a point on this later on. But let's just talk a little bit more about the film. So we're in Berlin.
Yep.
Germany. I've never been to Berlin.
Oh, it is my favourite European city.
Is it?
Yep. We actually went through Berlin on my honeymoon. I think it's a fantastic city. It's got a load of culture. It's a really interesting, it's like, I really like the way you can get so much from Berlin. It's quite artsy.
Yeah.
So this film coming out of Germany, it has a very sort of European perspective, doesn't it? Because once it starts, it keeps going till it ends.
The film it's an hour and 18 minutes.
Yes.
And after the first 5 minutes, it's extremely intense.
Yes.
It doesn't stop playing like techno music throughout the
I was literally going to say,
film.
because obviously Berlin, for certain people, is most famous for its house music.
Yeah.
It's Bergheim.
Bergheim. Yeah, the
clubs. Yeah.
The director, I think, directed it, wrote it, and did the
composed
music.
it, yeah.
Yeah, and did the music. So he's obviously made it to a track, and she's literally running probably in most of it.
She pretty much runs in every single scene, which
She's
is
trained to run.
Crazy.
So then what you realise is that she goes to a dad who's a bank manager to get the money.
Yeah.
He's having an affair. She doesn't get the money. She runs to meet her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's robbing the store, which he said he would.
Yeah.
He robs his store. It goes wrong. Oh, no, it goes right. He gets the money, but he runs out. The police are there. The police shoot her.
She dies.
She dies.
And then we think the film's only half an hour in. What can possibly happen
Well, the
here?
film is only 20 odd minutes in, isn't it?
Technically, because it's a 20-minute job.
20-minute job.
Yeah.
So then you see her face and she goes, I think it's like a sliding doors moment.
Yeah.
What could I have done differently to change this outcome?
Yeah.
So then we go back
to the start.
She puts the phone down. Your 20 minutes starts again.
And it's interesting because basically, so the film we see 3 runs. We see 3 20 minutes, and it all plays very differently. And each time you do see those sliding door moments of, chances of fate, chance encounters. At times she's 5 seconds quicker than she was, or times she's 5 seconds slower than she was, and it changes the course of things. So, like you said,
but in every story, someone dies.
Yes,
that's an inevitability.
Yes.
almost to it. It's just who dies.
Yeah. So you said on the first run that Manny, the boyfriend, robs the shop. They get away with the money, but then she gets shot by the police.
Yes.
Then the second one,
he gets killed.
He gets hit by a bus, but she gets the money.
Yes.
She gets the money this time because she ends up being at her dad's earlier.
Yes.
She sees a different conversation in the dad's affair, which makes it out like the dad isn't participating in the affair. So she almost sides more with her father and then gets the money off him to kind of stick one up him. And when she leaves the bank, having robbed the bank, the police are like, you need to get out of the way. Someone's just robbed the bank. Then she goes to see her boyfriend. She shows her boyfriend the money. He gets hit by the ambulance that she's delayed previously.
Yeah.
So it's constantly these sliding door moments. One thing that's really interesting is the lad who's directed it, on some chance encounters of characters that you don't even have dialogue from or any remote of personality, we see like snapshot photos of their life.
Yes.
It changes every
time.
One scenario, the woman who she's happy on it once and like laughing, and she goes to win the lottery.
Yeah.
And then there's one where she's not happy and she's miserable, and she ends up like selling the.
She passes someone in the bank, and that person dies, and then the next time she passes her, she hasn't. So each person's life ripples into a million. You know, that's what they say, don't they? Other dimension, another reality.
Yeah.
You would have had this life happen to you.
Yeah.
And she's trying to change hers, but in changing hers, she changes theirs.
On the third and final, there's a car that she's kind of always had altercations with.
Yeah.
And she's normally in front of it, but this time the car hits her, which stops this car from having a car crash.
Yes.
But then that car is meeting her dad. So then her dad's not in the bank when she goes into the bank, which means that she can't possibly rob the bank.
So she then goes to gamble.
Yes.
And she actually wins the money.
Black 20 twice. Yeah.
Twice. Yeah. Which is, I suppose, that luck element.
Yeah.
She's got the money. She thinks Manny's going to live.
Yep.
But the father dies.
Yep. Because the father's been in a car crash caused by Manny.
Yes.
And the irony of this is Manny gets his money back from the homeless man.
Yeah.
She's won, I think, about $500,000 mark.
Yeah.
Because,
or does she win the whole amount?
She won, she put 100 on Black 20, which pays back at 35.
Yeah.
Then she put all of her winnings back.
Oh. You're very good on the old casino.
Yeah.
I'm not so good.
So she's
I just go, it's black or red.
She's won a lot of money. He's got his money back.
Yeah.
But he gives the homeless man the gun. Because I wrote in my notes here, Manny catches up with a bike, gets his money back. Homeless man asks to trade the gun. Manny gives him the gun and he runs off with the money. I put brackets, homeless man is going to shoot Lola. I thought that's where it was going.
Yeah. I suppose what they're doing is, what also he does quite cleverly is set up the idea of there are many fates, and we're only seeing 3.
Yeah.
So actually, when he passes the gun to the homeless guy could have shot him straight away.
Yeah.
So I think that it sets up that unease of all of our lives. If we just did something maybe a bit different, how would it have turned out? And at the end, you're sort of left in a very strange, they both got the money, they sort of walk off, everything's fine, but something's sort of changed. It's almost like
it feels like they've cheated life.
Yes, they've cheated it. That wasn't the way it was meant to be. And sort of there's a slight anticlimax to it, which I really like.
Because what is the message of the film then? Is it that, you know, the slightest thing can change loads? For example, her dad dies in the car crash, we assume.
Yeah. I think it's this Nietzsche idea, isn't it? About many lives, many dimensions, but each action has a reaction. So you can't, it's a bit like Back to the Future. You can't really, if you change one thing, you change many things.
Everything you do has a consequence.
So you might sort yourself out, but the irony being a father dies. Someone, what I liked in the 3 stories and why I like the film so much is someone has to die. And you can keep going to the point it's not you, but someone is dying. That's kind of there.
It's almost got that like what is it? The Newton's law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah.
This idea that like energy can't be created or destroyed. That somebody has to die.
Yes, exactly.
That, like there's something just like fated about that.
It reminded me very much of a TV show on Netflix that me and you watched in the flat together called Russian Doll.
Oh yes, very good. Yeah,
I love that show.
I think the feel, the vibe, the coolness of Russian Doll they must have watched this film.
It's one of. I mean, Run Lola Run did really, really well.
Yeah,
awards wise. I mean, I think Germany put it up for their Oscar nom.
Yeah,
like it was a really big hit at that time.
But it's kind of, it definitely kind of has that. And, even Trainspotting's an element. It's got that, the pace, the music,
well, I mean,
the vibe.
Trainspotting is the movie that I hear this movie talked about alongside the most.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sort of capturing like this, like 90s, like late 90s vibe.
I wrote in my notes, instant Trainspotting vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like straight away of that kind of, the underdog, the working class, it gives you that vibe of,
and also very cleverly created that feeling of every time the clock you see the clock and it is only 20 minutes right from the start of the film. So you go to yourself, oh, well, I'm only in this story for 20 minutes and then I know it's got to change and I know we've got to get to the next one. What else can he do? And there's that relentlessness as a director, having her run all the time. Then she passes the same people, but then the run, I was like thinking, God, so some of the shots, maybe he's used the same shots.
I don't think they had,
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's like even the slight pacing of sometimes you see the same extra that she's passed, but she's in front of.
Yeah.
Like it's really clever in that way. And you mentioned that 20-minute thing there, Ben, and that it kind of got me thinking that. So hypothetically speaking, me, you, Dave on the desk, we've got ourselves into a sticky situation on the sofa.
Daily. On the sofa.
We need to get our hands on 20 grand.
Yeah.
We've got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
How are we doing it?
We're taking Dave straight to his cash point because he's got that money. I don't know. Who would you go for? Who would you go to for 20 grand?
The other thing now is, obviously, we have banking apps. So I would imagine if she was in that scenario now, she probably would ring someone rather than run to her dad. And because you could obviously wire money.
I mean, that is a very interesting point, Colson, is the practicalities of life have changed.
Changed massively.
Have you
no
ever,
phones,
have
no
you ever
apps.
seen The Wire?
Yeah.
The TV show The Wire.
Yeah.
No.
It's a crime drama set in Boston in the States. Very, very famous. And it's set in the late 90s and early noughties. And it's fascinating for that reason, because so much of the turmoil and so much of the difficulty that they come through when they're trying to deal with the crimes that they're trying to deal with is that the technology that they're using is so specifically of that time.
Yeah.
They're like the drug dealers are using payphones, so we have to tap the payphones. But then in the next season, all of a sudden everybody started to get like burner mobile phones, so everything changes. And it's I love like this movie, like Trainspotting as well, that like such a sense of time, and you couldn't make this movie in any other time.
He wouldn't have lost the money.
Yeah,
it was cash. He wouldn't have lost it. So then you're like, oh, so the whole premise of the movie doesn't exist.
And there's those brilliant things in just split moments, like for example, the blind woman whose card he borrows to use a payphone.
Yeah,
there's one moment where he says thank you to her before he gives her the card back, and obviously then has just 5 seconds of the time it takes to say thank you. Whereas there's another where he doesn't say thank you, and he's off quicker, and just those time-affecting moments.
God, I remember cards for payphones.
But we're now in 2026. We need to get 20 grand. We've got 20 minutes.
I tell you what you'd imagine is like the real kind of 2026 where you're trying to get, well, you wouldn't get the money that quick, like a massive viral TikTok.
You could social media,
or you go on social media and say, "I need the money.
I need 20 grand now.
Me. I need 20 grand now."
Casino was a solid option. It paid off for her. You've got to have some money to start with.
These days, though, you got to use one of those. I don't like them, but where you can just bet on anything.
Yeah.
Where it's like people are taking bets on like politicians resigning.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. You'd have to go Burnham to BPM and just
Yeah,
lump
yeah,
on,
you put
cash out
I don't
straight
think
away.
you'd have to probably put pretty good odds
Yeah,
on that. I
you-
suspect.
Yeah, where would you get
So
20 grand
you
from?
could bet, you could
Do you know
social
what?
media.
You'd sell a car, wouldn't you?
You could rob a shop.
You could rob a shop.
We're missing the rob.
You can't. There's
You
no
can't.
money anywhere.
There's no money
There's
anymore.
no cash.
There's no cash. Like my first thought was, well,
Rob.
there's probably about 4 or 5 bars down there that you could go and hit, but there's no cash.
You
There's
need
no
somewhere that's
cash.
going to have 20 grand in cash.
That's another thing to think of. That kind of shop crime, unless it's a jeweler,
Post
isn't
office.
happening.
Post office.
I don't think even post offices.
You've got to have 20
Yeah,
bags.
but they have.
What about if we did 20 grand in stamps?
Hello, first class.
Clever.
And I'll take your seconds as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
This is a
Massive
robbery.
books.
Give me all your stamps. It's just different, isn't it? How hard it would be now to get your hands on 20 grand in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You could do it
And
electronic.
how much the premise of that film weirdly works in that a dad is a bank manager. You think, well, yeah, they'll have a safe in the 90s. And then he robs a supermarket. Well, yeah, a supermarket is taking 20, 30 grand
Yeah.
probably in a weekend. It's probably, they used to send the cash up into the roof.
Yeah, into those little snake pot
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
But now you'd struggle. But then I suppose arguably it's a good point, is the whole premise of the film is set around this idea that, and also she has to run.
She has to run. Everything's on foot. She's got to get from
I
one
love
part of Berlin
my
to the other.
Favorite bit, one of my favorite bits of the film is she runs, and every time she runs, she has an interaction with a guy on a bicycle.
So good.
And he's
Yeah.
done something different.
Yeah.
He's either nicked it or he's selling it, or there's always some interaction which is different with him. And I just thought it's really good.
He's a great part. How
Yeah.
at one point he's just trying to get rid of his bike all the time, isn't he? And then obviously in the last scenario, he sells his bike to the homeless man, doesn't he?
Yes. Who then rides it.
And that's how the
That's how
husband spots
it.
Yeah.
What I do think is worth mentioning about the film also is the actors have tremendous energy,
Yeah.
which they keep all the way
Well,
through
you
the
have
film.
to, because you're almost imagining it's a 20-minute film.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I think
it's very clever. 20
yeah.
minutes short.
Yeah, that's how it feels. It's another time for us to give our ratings, but before that, we're going to take a quick break here on the sofa. Back from the break, it's time for our
we have to
ratings.
write them
Before you
down.
guys jump in, while you're writing down, I
Okay.
just want to shout out some actual names because we talked about the director and we talked about the actors.
Great, nice one.
So
Dave.
just to give a little background, this is Tom Twyker, or Tom Tykwer, joint. And the cast is Franca Potente as Lola and Moritz Bliebcher as Manny. And Herbert Knapp as, he's listed here as Vater, which I assume is father in German.
Yes. Well, interestingly, the credits, the dad only is called Dad. He's only called Father.
Oh, really?
He's titled as Father or Papa, I think it was maybe, in the old German to English translation.
I think, hold on, I've had a thought.
You've had a thought.
I've had a thought, hold on.
Obviously, this rating is really hard to do without Jack. We might almost have to pro-rata it. To
Oh,
put it
yeah,
into
don't worry about
Dave.
it. Oh, hold on, I can ask him.
Yeah.
Let me ask him.
He's probably
text
not
and
busy.
Say,
He will have watched it.
will he be warming up now? What time do they kick off?
9, is it?
Yeah. So it'll definitely be in the stadium. I'm not sure if they'll be out on the pitch yet.
We don't know if he's starting yet, do we?
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Mm.
Look out for him on the bench, though. Maybe.
When I went to the co-op earlier, Dave, me and Ben were struggling for things that we haven't had, and then we found the pickup. Have you heard of a pickup?
I've not.
I would describe it as 2 digestives with a slab of chocolate in the middle. It's like a chocolate digestive sandwich. Yeah, it wasn't the best experience, was it, Ben?
I've just texted Jack. What are your ratings for Run Lola Run? He went, I didn't watch it. He was so confident he was going to be playing football. He didn't watch it.
Cocky.
9.
9. Wow.
high. The reason it's high is because, and this is a bit particular to me, and I'm old. This film has stuck with me since it came out.
Yeah.
And it's not a 9 because I think it is necessarily the greatest film. But every time I watch it, I think it is a hugely energetic, tight piece of film. A bit like Kubrick with The Killing. It feels to me like an extremely tight piece of filmmaking. So I see it as a cinematic experience. I start, and I've seen it so many times.
I'd love to have seen it in the cinema, actually.
Yeah, brilliant.
With that soundtrack on a big screen, the helicopter shots.
When I first saw it, I saw it in the cinema.
Mm.
I've seen it a few times. And for me, I suppose as it's gone on, when I first saw it, I thought, oh yeah, it's good and whatever. As I've got older and watched it, I've gone more and more into, oh, this is a really, really well-made, tight film. There's not much in this film where I go, no, I don't like that. I love the actors. I love her. I love the story. I love the fact that we're catapulted for an hour and 20 minutes, 16 minutes, whatever it is. So that's why it's so high. It's not actually weirdly, because I think it would rate as a 9 with other films, but it's definitely since 96, I think it came out. Since then, it's always a film that someone goes, oh, Run Lola Run. I go, yes.
Yeah.
It's Run Lola Run is in 98.
98.
Year I was born. Wow.
Year you were born.
And also the actor, she's also probably most famous for, she's in the Bourne movies.
Yes, she is.
She plays Marie.
Yes, she is.
And she's fantastic in those movies.
Yeah, she's fantastic. She has a real...
She's wearing a wig in this.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a real European, I feel, or it has also a European sensibility to it, which is, it's not necessarily a film that's being made to be seen, to be show off.
Yeah.
It's a tight film which they goes, if no one ever saw this,
yeah,
I have made a film bang on budget, which we'll find out later, bang on budget, but you won't forget. That was what it was for me.
Yeah. For me, this is the definition of a perfect on the sofa film. In fact, of the way of, it's a film that there is no way that I ever would have been scrolling through Amazon and have watched. Yeah. It's German. It's subtitles. Yeah. It's 28 years old. Like, it just wouldn't have been for me. Yeah. But I've watched it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's solid. It's entertaining. It's very clever. The rating I've gone for 7.5.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just a solid film.
But do you know what? I probably am at a 7.5. But I'm adding my years on.
Yeah.
Knowing I haven't seen as much since.
And it's that kind of bit of all-round entertainment. I think the reason for me it's 7.5 and nothing more, because I was debating, is it an 8? Is it an 8? And at times I was like, it is an 8. But I would say to someone, oh, you should watch that. It's a really good film. But sometimes where you're like, watch it.
Yeah, I get you.
I think it's that thing of just, you'd throw it out there to say.
Yeah, I get you. I completely get it. I'm adding.
I also think the cinema would have made it an 8. I think there'd have been something about going into the cinema and then you're instantly, boom, and you're in for, it's in nearly an hour.
Yeah.
Like, you're in and you're like, wow, that's gripped me. The music, the energy. I think the cinema would have definitely made a difference.
Right. It's a definite cinema film.
Yeah.
Because you get that energy, especially the club, that music. So loud, you're just like, oh, I'm in a club. And it is a bit like a sort of drugs rush almost. It's almost like a kind of like, what have I just seen?
It's that train spotting vibe of, it feels like the film's taken something.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of feels, the vibe of it.
My other half had never seen Trainspotting before, and it was showing, I think it was a couple of months ago now, the 4K restoration was showing in the cinema. So I'd seen it before, but I hadn't seen it in the cinema. Obviously, I wasn't born. But like, Yeah, I mean, what you're describing as the scene in Trainspotting,
Yeah.
the scene in Trainspotting,
Yeah.
where dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, is playing.
Yeah.
So,
You come out and you feel high, like you come
Yeah.
out and you're like,
And
what has just
I
happened?
think films back in those days also were, that's why music and those big pieces, those big vistas of her running through Berlin with that music works so well in cinema because it's almost too much.
yeah.
You're almost like getting this like feeling that you need that big screen to give you that push to go, oh, right, we're on a roller coaster.
And the surround sound as well. It's the other thing in
Yeah.
the cinema. I'm some people have surround sound systems at home, but nothing like the
No.
16.5 without a rating from Jack.
Because he didn't watch it.
It's still pretty solid, that, even for...
I think
Even
it's
for-
good. I think I'm glad. The bit I'm very glad about is you wouldn't have watched it.
No, and that's that's why we started the podcast, isn't it? It's a perfect definition of you've watched a film and you've been entertained by it, having the fact you would have never have ever picked to watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a very particular film that I definitely know with my age, when I mention it to other people, they're like, oh.
I also hope it does the thing with our listeners of them hearing us on this podcast and going, yeah, I need to go and give that a go. It's only literally an hour and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
And
go
it
and
is,
check it out.
it's a film you should have watched.
Yeah.
So Jack isn't here for the box office.
Jack isn't here, but someone is in the box office. I just can't see who.
Someone's in his seat.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's almost like they're wearing a mask of a horse.
Hey up.
There we go.
Maybe it is
Dave
Jack.
on the desk is wearing Jack's box office uniform,
Yeah.
which is crikey.
It is a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
It's like you're wearing a child's clothes.
So Dave, are we going box office?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So we'll do
Budget.
budget. Yes.
Are we in Euro?
No,
No,
Mark.
It's
But it won't be. They will have converted.
yeah,
into
I've got
pounds.
it converted into dollars. Unfortunately,
dollars.
not
Dollars.
cents, but,
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much.
Yeah, the conversion rate confused me. What's bigger, the pound or the dollar at the moment?
well, this is in '98.
Okay, I'm going for
600.
mil.
6 mil.
Is that too big?
That's okay. You go 6
I've
mil.
gone-
I think
I've
that's.
gone
I
huge.
think.
Okay, I've gone huge.
Look. What do I know? I could be wrong here.
But then it's literally you're literally talking two members of cast,
I mean, the beautiful thing about it being the same 20-minute block is that
and running through Berlin.
two members of cast.
I think it's
Berlin,
under $1 million.
helicopter.
I'd go $1 million, $900,000.
so it comes in at roughly 1.75 million US dollars, about 3.5 million Deutschmarks at the time.
So
And it will have. I think it will have taken quite a bit.
it must have made money. Interesting that they have been able to. Because do people still make films for that cheap? I mean, I'm trying to think on box office rates.
that one that's just been on was made for $750,000, wasn't it? The one that's made
What?
that horror one.
Which one?
Backrooms.
Backrooms? No, I
No.
think Obsession.
Obsession was made for
Or is it? Are we
$1
talking about
million
Iron Lung?
or under $1 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I mean, look, it's rare, but definitely the other thing is to remember the European cinema scene was super strong. I mean, the French cinema is still strong. You know,
so we're talking La Haine would have been,
I can't remember what day. Yeah, around then.
similar period of
Yeah.
time. Leon the Professional.
So La Haine is 95.
95. I think Trainspotting was 96.
Yes.
Okay.
This was 98.
Leon is 94.
94.
Amelie is 2001, which is probably the peak of,
Yeah.
of this independent.
Yeah.
French source.
And then what's it
What's
made?
it made? So I went 6, which was too much. So, but I think it's gonna have made. Surely it's made 20, or is that
I don't know. I'll go 10. You go 20.
okay? Dave on the desk.
So it was the highest grossing German film released in 1998. Good for Lola Run. With a domestic of $13.8 million for a total worldwide 23.7.
You're bang on.
Bang on.
You're bang on.
Nice.
It did.
Good
that's
job.
That's done very well for 1.75.
just quickly before we move on off this film, German cinema, any other films of note?
I like the way you said that. Yeah, but I suppose it's more that that feeling that it wasn't just. I would have said like
It was
European
was
cinema
grouped, was
at
it?
that time
Okay.
in the 90s. I remember being in London. There used to be a cinema called Le Renoir, and it was on St Martin's Lane. It's a hotel now, and every time you went there, it was an art house European movie, and there were just so many. It's a bit like having sort of Korean cinema come through.
Yeah, but it was grouped as European. Is that
Yeah,
what?
but
Yeah,
with the
okay.
German, yeah, but I would have said more. You're seeing a sensibility in European cinema, which you didn't get from the big 80s.
Yeah.
90s
It's
American
very
films.
different to what's being made in America.
They
at
were
the same
very
time.
split. So in that time, into the 80s and 90s, they were very split. You weren't getting much art house stuff coming out.
Well, 1998. What else is in the box office that year, Dave?
Oh, let's find out. What are we doing? We just do you want to do the
Top
week
5?
that Lola came out?
Oh yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay, great. So it looks like best I can do you for
Yeah.
is domestic US.
Okay.
So this is the weekend of June 18th, 1998.
Love it.
Number one at the box office is Godzilla.
With the soundtrack by Jamiroquai, that one.
I think yes, that one.
Good tune. Yeah.
I get
This
confused
list
between
is
Godzilla and King
crazy.
Kong.
By the way,
What?
Get confused between Godzilla and King Kong.
one of them is a monkey.
One's a lizard.
Yes.
Okay.
Who lives in water?
What's better, King Kong or Godzilla?
Godzilla, I always thought breathes fire. You kind of, he's got laser eyes
Sometimes,
as well.
yeah.
Have they
laser
ever
eyes, yeah.
fought each other
Yeah,
in a
that's
film?
the big
yeah,
thing.
okay.
So
I
many
did think they had. Okay.
I think they've just done it again.
Yeah.
I think they sort of half fight in this one, but then they actually become friends.
can
and
become
fight,
mates.
They fight Ghidorah, maybe. I'm not
massive
that up on my
cake.
kaiju.
Traditionally, they were always, they didn't get
They
on.
were enemies. Now they're frenemies.
Yeah, I mean it's on and off. You
Teaming
know.
up
Godzilla,
together.
that was
It's a
a
complicated
That
relationship.
was
Yeah.
a big movie.
Talking about big movies, number 2 this weekend, 42 days it's been running. Deep Impact.
Oh, wow. The world gets wiped out because if they don't stop the meteor hitting the earth, is it that one?
it's Armageddon
Ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
end of
basically
the world.
it's a bit like a sort of like they did in the kind of 60s and 70s with always Steve McQueen or Newman or something like that.
Who's going to
Towering Inferno.
Yeah.
Like disaster movie. And the only person was Ben Affleck in that one?
No, I think that's Armageddon.
Oh,
Or is
that's
it-
Armageddon.
So it's who's going to save the world.
yeah, it's a basically disaster movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is Elijah Wood, Robert Duvall, Morgan Freeman.
Oh.
You're thinking of Armageddon, which
I'm
is
thinking of
Bruce Willis, Ben
Armageddon.
Affleck, but it's the exact same
Yeah,
premise.
Armageddon.
Copy and paste.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Okay, number 3. It's been 182 days. It's been showing.
So
Still
this
at
is-
number 3 at the box
This
office.
is your
in
big hit of
1998.
1998.
This,
then.
I mean, this is the big hit.
Oscar winner?
As far as I know, yes.
Was it Good Will Hunting?
No. This is the mammoth movie of all mammoth movies.
Oh, the mammoth movie of all mammoth movies. So we're talking action.
No, as in a box office behemoth. It was for a long time the
biggest
movie of all time.
Give us a genre.
Romantic drama.
I don't know.
Not When Harry Met Sally.
No.
No,
This is
huge. He's talking like
monolithic.
huge.
Yeah.
He's talking like,
Huge.
don't know, what is it, Dave?
Titanic.
Oh.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
1998, was it? Leo and Kate. Wow.
God, that shows you,
Titanic.
doesn't it? Titanic.
Wow.
4.
Paulie.
Hawley.
Movie about a parrot.
Movie what?
It's about a parrot, no? Paulie? Yeah, it's about a parrot.
Paulie?
It's about a talking parrot.
Not a
Oh.
clue.
God, I don't know that.
That's been in the box office for 63 days.
Wow.
It's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Number 5 is a movie called Primary Colors.
Oh,
I
yes,
think-
I have heard
yeah.
of that. So that shows you what you could see at the cinema.
Well, you had 3 bangers and then a independent European.
Yeah, but imagine you see Run Lola Run and you could have seen Deep Impact. That's where the box office was. It was so binary.
I just want to shout out this Mouse Hunt is number 6, and I
You would love that
movie.
Have you seen Mouse Hunt? You'd love that. Hugh Laurie.
No, it's Lee Evans.
And, you'd love it.
The fella from The Producers, whose name is escaping me.
Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah. You'd love it. You'd love that. God, that was good. Good chat.
Good. 1998. It's a great year. It's responsible for many absolute belters. Run Lola Run has been our film today. Next week is it's not a new month, but it's not far off a new month.
It's not far off, but we need to start doing now because I messed up last month. We didn't do it till it was too late.
So we are putting it out there to tender, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's being picked by you guys at home. So there are polls. They'll be running now, I believe, on most of the socials. So get onto our Facebook, get onto our Instagram, get onto our TikTok, get onto the Patreon. Suggest a different film on each one. And your suggestion might be the film that we watch.
We're going to pick the films from the suggestions, nothing else.
It goes in the random generator.
Yeah, that old classic. Oh, we haven't had that for ages.
It goes in the random generator. And it'll be randomly selected. Thank you for joining us here on The Sofa today. We'll be back with you on Friday for more On The Sofa action. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.